Hey guys, Thomas here. Today I'm going to give you 10 potentially powerful and definitely useful tips how you can optimize your Amazon listing to get more traffic from Amazon.com and therefore more sales and more readers for your books. You can view this as a checklist, as something you can run through to understand if you've done a lot of this, what haven't you done, how can you improve your listing, or if you're still in the publishing process, you can just see this as a guide to Amazon optimization. Number one, optimize your title and your subtitle. What does that mean? That means two things as I view it. One, optimize the human side of it, which basically means just make it enticing, make it interesting, make it something that also describes your book very well. And also, if you can, find some way to make it catchy. Catchy things stick in our minds, and that will help you with your brand and help you get sales. The second part is the keyword part. If you're counting on a lot of sales from Amazon.com, from their big platform, definitely put in at least one keyword in your title and or subtitle. I kind of view those as one. So the keywords in those fields have a lot of weight in terms of how Amazon's algorithm sees. So if you have one of your strongest keywords in your title and many people search for that search term for that keyword, then the algorithm will think, all right, this is very relevant to this, I should probably show it to some of these people. Number two is optimize your cover. This one is also super important, and many people just kind of skip over this or have a very lackluster cover, poor cover, even though they've put in a lot of work in the contents of their book. So what is a good cover? What is a good optimized cover? Well, an optimized cover, as I see it, especially for Amazon.com, is a cover that you can get the gist of, which communicates something, which communicates what the book is about, even when it's tiny. Because as you look at Amazon.com, as you look at the kind of virtual environment, if you will see that most of the covers are tiny before you go to the individual book page. And if you manage to communicate to your potential customers what your book is about, make them want to click on your book even when your book is small, that will really go a long way in helping you. And of course, have it high quality, have it well designed, have it something that represents what your book is about. That will help you in your self-publishing journey for sure. Number three is optimize your back cover. Now this is only for the people, the self-publishers who have a print book out there. If you're only on Kindle, this doesn't really apply for you. So how to do this? This is not so much something that is for the algorithm, it's for the people. It's another opportunity to let them know why your book is good, how they will gain from buying and reading your book. If you're doing fiction, you can write a really enticing, interesting blurb. If maybe you're doing some activity books, maybe you're doing some fiction. If it's fiction, just write a bunch of benefits that your readers will gain if they choose to purchase and read your book. Number four is reviews. Now reviews are very important for two reasons. One is just us as humans, we trust social proof. Social proof is proof from other people who have decided to buy and test out the product, and they have left their thoughts for everybody to see. Now if I see, for example, there's 10 people who really like this book, then I'm more likely to be convinced that it's really a good book and you're not just selling me on it. So make sure you get a bunch of good reviews. Some tips for that are actually ask for it inside of your book. It can be at the end or at the beginning. Hey, if you enjoy my book, please leave a review. I would really appreciate that, something along those lines. And second thing you can also do, you can send out free review copies in exchange for a review, hopefully. Reviews are also important for Amazon's algorithm. They use it to understand which books people like, which books people are likely to buy, and therefore it will show you higher on the search listings. Number five, we're halfway there, are keywords. Keywords are very important because that's, again, one of the biggest elements that Amazon's algorithm uses to understand where it should show your books, which terms it should show your books for, and who will enjoy your books. So I recommend that you use one keyword in your title area, in title field, or subtitle field. I'm pretty certain that they both have the same weight. Nobody knows for sure because nobody knows Amazon's algorithm. Then maximize your metadata keywords, which are 7 keywords that Amazon allows you to input yourself. Try to be fairly diverse and try to pick the keywords that you think you'll be able to rank for the best. And lastly, I would say is definitely have a keyword optimized description, because the description is the area where you have a lot of room to add in nice keywords. Don't spam it, just incorporate it nicely, that it all flows beautifully. Number 6 is pricing. Don't leave pricing randomly. Really think about your pricing. Think about what you're trying to achieve with your self-publishing journey. If you're trying to maximize readers, lower the cost of your book to 99 cents, or even try to get it free. Conversely though, if you're trying to maximize profit, more than likely you'll be better off with pricing your book at $2.99 to $9.99. That gives you a better percentage of the cut of the cost of the book. Another tip that I recommend is if you have a series out there, or perhaps just multiple books, what you can do is you can choose one of the books. For the series it will be the first one, and what you will do, you will price it a lot lower than all the other ones, and you reel the readers in. It's like the entry point. You get a lot more readers for the first book, and then everybody gets to decide, okay, did I like it? Did I not like it? And the ones who hopefully did, which hopefully are many, will be ready to pay more for your other books. So for example, first one you would price at 99 cents, then all the subsequent ones would be maybe $2.99 or $4.99, something along those lines, if we're talking about ebooks. Next up is description. Description is definitely a pretty important one as well. It's another area where you get to sell your potential reader on your book. What is the benefit that they're gaining, or what is the adventure you're taking them on if you're a fiction writer. Just really think about how to maximize that area. I recommend that you use HTML formatting, have some nice headlines, some bold text. If it's a fiction book, have a list of the benefits that people gain, and at the end have some nice calls to action. Number 8 are categories. Now this is one that many people, I think, don't do just because they don't understand it. Now what I recommend, some tips on this are: find categories where you're most likely to be visible. So categories that aren't crazy competitive, but hopefully also categories that have some traffic, that have some people going and looking at them. So spend some time browsing on Amazon, finding the best categories for yourself. And then what you should do is contact Amazon and ask them to place your book in these categories. This is a big tip and something that many people don't know. And the reason is because, Amazon doesn't give you all the infinite categories, well, not infinite, thousands of categories, book categories that it actually has in the little field when you upload your book. Next tip: publish your book in multiple formats. This is one of those that has a really high cost to benefit ratio. It will cost you much less than you will potentially gain from this. So, if you put all that time and effort in creating your book, in creating the cover, etc., etc., converting that to print format through using KDB Print or one of the other print-on-demand platforms, or alternatively converting it to audiobook format, probably doing both or all of those, digital, print, and audio, that will really help you to capture more potential, more customers from the platform. Because many readers, for example myself, a lot of times I'm looking for audiobooks because I don't always have time to sit and read. Other times I might be looking for ebooks because I'm traveling, I want everything to fit on my Kindle. Some people actually like having both Kindle and print, which is an interesting statistic. So yes, more than likely you will gain more than you will spend in having your book in these multiple formats available for people to purchase. And the last tip is: don't forget to create a nice author page and connect all your books with that author page. Have some nice images and a little bio that says what you're about, what you're doing, and what your work is about, etc., etc. Us as people, we like to connect with other people, so it's another one of those things that will help people to learn more about you if they want to, and they will probably be able to relate to you more easily if you have some information out there about you. So yeah, that is it. Those are my 10 tips for Amazon optimization. If you do this, you'll get more sales, more people coming to your book, and becoming readers and customers. I hope this was useful. Hope you were able to pick something up, perhaps some areas where you're a little bit lacking, where you can improve your listings. That's all for this one. Catch you guys later. Hey guys, I hope you found that valuable, and if you did, I would appreciate a like on this video. It will help us reach and help more people. And also, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with the little notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming value-packed self-publisher advice videos. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, or evening, or night.